It's a time for propaganda, time to grab your brews and your commons. Propaganda, open up your best ideas. Time to watch deluxeicoff brew a deck for you.
Hello everybody, and welcome back. It's a Saturday. We're playing Pauper, and I dusted off my old black sack and kind of have been slowly merging it with 8-rat and coming up with this cool hybrid design. Last time I played this in paper, it was greatly different, which was just a few months ago. Ended up getting first at the little local thing here in Lawndale, just that little Pauper get-together. It is only like 6 to 8 people usually, so a small sample size to say the least. Hi, thanks, Chimpskey. Oh, so on that, yeah, my system literally right when I hit go live, it crashed, but somehow it did the whole show, and then it was using my camera mic instead of my other mic, even though it said so. So yeah, I was able to fix that out. Pickleball update. My wife and I remember we competed in that tournament last year and we lost every game. This year we almost won all of them all and got second place. So it was an awesome time, and we're playing great and good times. Anyway, off to the deck. We've got 18 lands. 4 of them are vaults because we can sacrifice them to the 3 insights and 4 deadly disputes. 2 blood fountains and Unearth should look very familiar to you all. You all know how I like to play 18 rat. Well, that's what we're doing here. Bringing this back multiple times, and I've even made room to fit these in by losing the Perilous Myrrh. We've got 2 Corrupted Convictions, 2 Fear of Lost Teeth, 4 Shambling Ghast, easily one of the best 1-drops out there, 3 Toxins, 4 Unearths, 3 Village Rites. So we've got 5 1-mana effects to get rid of creatures, which I found to be just right because we like to have Bone Picker, and a lot of times you've got that 1 mana hanging out and you get a 3/2 flyer out of the deal. And between this and this, anything we block usually dies. And then we've got 4 Snuff Outs main, which promotes this. Pay 4 life, pay 1 black, and you get a bunch of. Sometimes you can put up to like 3 Bone Pickers out because we're drawing so many cards. I have 1 Mesmeric Fiend main. Used to have 2. Move the other 2 to the sideboard, as you'll see. 3 insights is really 6 because of the flashback, and 4 disputes. I think that's like 15 card draw effects hidden within a smaller amount of cards. 4 Crypt Rats and 2 Fleshbag Marauders. Usually you want to sacrifice this to itself against decks where it matters and then keep bringing it back. Sideboard, we've got 4 Spellbombs, 2 Staves, 3 Curses, 2 more Fiends, 1 more Marauder, and 3 Debt to the Commies. So as we go along here, we'll probably go against Grogberg as I check out the chat and we do the thing. Set this to this, go like this, and hopefully we get a whole bunch of things that start with W's. Anyway, thank you for that. Hey, Memphis Ran. All right, good to have you back with us. It's been a while. Hey, look at this. It's not Grogberg for once. See if our screen does the bouncy thing. There's been a bit of software issues with Magic Online lately. I've seen some jitteriness and stuff, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I want to play first. Let's see. We've got 1 and 1. We're going to throw this back. We'll mulligan this up. Mulligan here. We'll keep this up. Yeah, so like last week when I, boy, this is pretty bad too, but I'm going to mulligan this. We just really have nothing to do with that hand. There we go. We'll keep this. Got a lot of swamps. That's fine, but we got a mulligan, so hopefully our opponent's having the same issues here. Yeah, when games start, they always seem to be a little lackluster, a little slow. We'll get rid of a swamp and a vault. Let's see, done here. Lead off with Fear of the Lost Teeth. This is one of those decks we don't really care about the creatures, except for sometimes rats and the Bone Picker. So we can just keep bringing stuff back. Oh, you got some. Yeah, we've got a new Jester's cap. I have, but other than that, just the blonde or the brown wig. So, Jaboozy. All right, do the thing. Here we go. Let's rock it. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Usually to make things as streamlined as possible, I'll Control-Alt-Delete stuff at the before I go live to make sure there's no background programs running. And I think last week I did something that must have triggered OBS to crash right at the top of the show. So can't believe it still worked. So whoa, Memphis Ran redeemed Wild Growth. All right, let's grab a Jester Scout. There we go. Alrighty, hide my shiny forehead. All right, we'll bring up this, attack here. Move my glasses off my head here. Woo! So yeah, we're headed to Big Bear right after this show, so I'm not going to be online. If you're watching this on YouTube later, I usually am pretty good about keeping up with comments. I won't be this time. I'm going to be in the car and probably won't be able to talk about stuff or react to anybody's things till Tuesday. So that'll be good times. won in our league game in pickleball too, so that was pretty cool. Going to the, all right, we got life here. Got Rakdos Burn. Looks like anyway. As we go down to 13. Alrighty. I'm not sure if they used many of the abilities for killing critters in these styles. So I think I actually want to run this rat out, even though I don't have any unearths, just in the off chance we do top deck a Toxin Analysis. I mean, we're due. We'll be able to sacrifice that and only gain 1 life. And at this stage, already almost in the single digits, I'd rather put a black standard bearer out there. That's what I like to say. Oh, that's true on Mind Step. But I had a shiny thing, and by putting a shiny thing over it, I didn't even catch that. Yeah, sometimes these little mics that are hidden on your webcams are okay if you're just not doing anything real pro level. But if you got a good mic, you can definitely hear the difference, especially when it's juxtaposed. So, and unfortunately, there's not really there used to be a button you could uncheck, but you just got to make sure that the right mic has like priority if you want to use magic words. Vampire's Kiss. Forgot how loud this hat is. Maybe I should take off or snip off the bells, huh? There we go. This is good timing here. We'll attack for 2. You usually want to do stuff on your turn with this list because of the presence of Bone Picker. I mean, if we draw 2 right here, we'll get a whole lot of creatures. What I'm looking for most of all, Toxin Analysis at this stage of the game. I'm not going to be doing any huge threats with that, so I'm actually going to take out our Fear here, go up to 12. Be able to do this to this. The interface seems a little jittery today. This is strange. That's the entire point of the hat. That's right. Hey, look at this. Cool. Well, if he puts out stuff, we'll be all right. Otherwise, I think we can last till next turn. Good thing about Toxin Analysis too, with so many insight effects and deadly disputes, you can always just zap their thing, make a token, and then draw 2 cards off of it. That's a pretty cool way to do it. This is good. I want to see another creature come out. I'm just gonna probably get a submission here when we activate the rat, if it lives. I don't know of any 1 black mana spell. I know of a lot actually, but oh, this even got better. So we'll put the analysis on the rat. Do the thing. Remember, this hits the rat, the scorpion, and both of us, so the damage just gets ridiculous. Let me do 1, 2, 3. I'll just do 3. Activate this because I want to be able to Village Rites it. We're doing the thing. We'll say done as we double check that while it's on the stack. Holding down priority, Village Rites, the rat. Don't gain quite as much life that way, but we still get some cards out of the deal. Woo! And they writes their own thing. So yeah, we're not going to gain too much life here. First game. I know, I thought it was going to be Grogberg too, but alrighty. We can go on up here. Crunch. Yeah, I should have timed that a little bit different. Well, we've got the combo again, so maybe they'll overextend here. All else fails, we could just sit back and Eviscerator's inside our clue token if we need to. Yeah, maybe we should have let the... Well, if we let the rat die, we'd just be staring at Toxin Analysis because we drew the Bone Picker Crypt Rat. So, I mean, it's tough to go backwards in logic, unless you're me. Come on, come on. That swamp looks like an island, doesn't it? I get that heavy blue usage. It's kind of weird. Always got to take chances in art, but I want to be like a gatekeeper, be like, no, that doesn't look old school enough. I think they should bring back all the, I don't know, maybe the first 50 Magic the Gathering artists. I'm sure they're getting up there in age for like kind of an Antiquities revisit set, but not reprinting Antiquities, but to just make like a new, like this era's version of Antiquities. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing to pull off. I really want to see him tap out so we can do the other Toxin trick here. get like another creature going. Dang it. All right, well, if we do the rat, that's not too many activations there. I don't want to wait too long with this life total the way it is, though. This is getting scary. 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll have the presence of the rat. Let me see if I did that. 1, 1, 1, 1. That would be 1, 2. I'd lose 2 on that. Still not all that great. Let me sacrifice this to this. I'll play this out. And I think we're just going to take the 1. I'm not going to activate that, so I'm going to play the guy out. If he can kill the rat, cool. Oh, I don't remember seeing her name, Mindstep Troll, but I take your word for it. We got pretty similar art tastes, but you know that old school look where like, oh crap, where Crypt Rats was like the best card, like art wise, you know. It's like, whoa, that was quite an upgrade because it was just been playing a lot of Ascension, as I mentioned last week with the family. And it's neat to see as the original Ascension card game, the original outing is just all the same, all the same artist. It's really, really cool. It's not great art. It's just thematically, it just fits so well. It's like everything just comes together. I just dig it. All right, they seem to have the answer for our answers. Really be nice to see an Unearth show up here. I'll just go hog wild with it just to get really clear out of the woods because these decks are they've always got you within like 1 second of death here. Ah, Shivan Dragon, yeah, I know that art well. Well, I think we insight here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, you slow little robot. Let's go. This to this. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the vault here just in case we need these resources for what we're about to draw. 2 cards. All right. Well, that's a little underwhelming, isn't it? I'll do this. I usually only like to play this when I've got a sacrifice effect. Like I almost never just play it out, but we're at 8 life. Every one of their cards does about 3 damage to us. They're not hellbent. They're tapped out. So I'm going to pull this off now. Might buy us a little bit of time. Fiery Justice, about face. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. I see her in my mind now, at least her art. The Fell, the Deadly Dispute, the Sovereign's Bite. Let's get rid of the Sovereign's Bite. I know the Dispute will technically draw cards, but we'll see. Let's lose Snuff Out. Always a risky run. Get locked up here. Start chittering ratsing us, and we're stuck on Snuff Out. Happens about 1 in 400 games. I think it's been well over 400 games since I've seen a chittering rats get played on me. All right. Sorry if the bells are getting too loud. Maybe I can switch hair pieces. Yeah, my leg's been doing great. Sports-wise, been doing a lot of playing. Played 6 days straight, obviously taking today off. And tomorrow and Monday, so it's kind of how I was justifying it. Had a really fun come from behind victories in both the tournament my wife and I played and the tournament we had Wednesday night. This guy, one of my teammates, Mike, and I, we've never lost when we play together, and we were down like 7 points, and it was game point match for like 6 turns in a row. It was craziness, and we ended up winning it. So our record holds. We like the bells. Okay, we are alive. Let's hope for an Unearth here. Nope. Maybe I can live long enough to Toxin Analysis my own bone picker. I hate hard casting this. This is not how the deck usually operates. I was looking, so it's so cool that have such longevity on YouTube and Twitch, because I can look down my videos just, you know, in order by date and be like, oh, it's been like a year since I played that or whatever. And usually I try to not play something back to back unless it's like been at least 6 months. If it's like the hot new deck, like when I first made Brute Squad, I was so high on it, and a lot of other content creators were, and kind of flooded. It was like every 2 or 3 months somebody had one on it. This was 4 or 5 years ago, I think. I still love that deck. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised too. This doesn't seem like I should be alive here. But that's an ugly swamp. I mean, the art itself, not so much, but just the composition inside of a card in a playing game. Ouch, this is going to hurt. Arms of the Vein, going to get there. This is 4 damage. Boy, oh boy. I really want a Crypt Rat. And I can get rid of Okiba too. I think we're going to be losing this game if we don't get something really good here. Oh yeah, where's Dreamer Stingo? Did Will fall asleep? So yeah, the top of each show till I go to Michigan for the big Pauper event in Michigan. I'm going to have that little ad up there. The press is starting. Can't wait to meet a lot of you. Hopefully it's not 4 feet deep in snow. Oh, this is getting ugly quick. Well, I guess we just attack with Bone Picker and then gain life off of it. I want to gain the life. Can do it this way. I mean, it's like a reverse lightning bolt. Old timers call that a healing salve. I'm going to do this right now just in case. Just in case of what? I don't know. The glue token, in case of that. Man, I should have attacked with both. I'd like to kill both of these things. This is when you want your stuff to die, right? All right. Unfortunately, we've got to pay full price again for this. This usually isn't the case with this list, but sometimes these things happen. Doop, doop. 7 blue, 7 in the house. Good Catterday to ya. Woo! Okay. Now, if we top deck and Unearth, we don't have that many options available. So I used to run Lifestaff in this list, main, and then like 1 or 2 on the side. Ended up moving those because with Toxin Analysis, we can usually simulate that and be a little bit better guarded against a lot of combos out there. Clark Kent Shaman, Crypt Rats, always fighting for dominance. Crypt Rats, 3 times as much, but 3 times as good too. Kills people and flying creatures. Woo, there it is. Thank you, Chimpskey. I didn't even give you the link. How cool is that? All right. Boy, this is a dramatic game, huh? Going to 1. We've got a -1 card in our hand in the Snuff Out. In this style, if you can't afford Snuff Out, Tragic Slip is a very good option. Pretty much does the same thing, but for 1 mana in a deck where lots of things are dying. First time I've had a Naked Fiend out in about 24 hours. I was playing this a lot last night, and yeah, we're not going to be winning this one, are we? Good grief. It doesn't even make too much sense to attack here. I want to kill one of these just to draw some options here. Alrighty. We got to be able to kill that. Still can't do that. Bring this out. We'll kill it. I'm going to have to be able to block with 2 things here. I'll kill the Ghast here. We'll make a token. Treasure. Lots of treasure. Got one of my old friends doing a new VO for one of my newer commercials. All right, we're going to ship this. Well, I guess we could get lucky with, at least we've got a way to get rid of our Snuff Out, right? We'll do this. I guess about the only thing is if I find the 3rd Toxin Analysis. Let me make sure. We got 1, 2 in the board. Let's pitch this. Getting rid of this because it's absolutely useless in this matchup. If I draw another Snuff Out, I'm going to be like, no. All right, we'll try this again. Drama, please. Double Blood Fountain. Woo. Well, that's the problem. They've got a bump in the night. 3, 4, 5. Doesn't that cost 6 to flashback. It's 5 and a red. Yeah. So if they top deck a land, we're just kind of screwed here. Okay, I'm going to get rid of our stuff. Boink. Do that. Sorry for the boink. Come on. Something we can't cast. Do it now. All right, we'll play this out just so it gets nice and dramatic. Yeah, any land, I mean, they have to like draw like a raven. Boy, this card went away fast, didn't it? In my mind, I always thought there were like 5 or 6 crime cards and they didn't print enough. It's like, that was a really cool mechanic. All right, we're dead. Starting with an L, which is pretty commonplace. I don't know if it's a nerves thing or what, but yeah, I'll say torture. I'm sure what they guessed. And we're slowly dead. There's quite a few funny GIFs online of the tragic slip. This one in particular is this girl on a swing and she just upends and just looks very painful, like lands on the back of her neck or something. And then when it just keeps replaying and then you see it inside the card, I was like, oh boy, that's a good one. I should grab that for the show one of these days. Trying to have a faster show because we want to get out of here and be at our little cabin in the woods before nightfall. Don't want no vampires coming out, right? Hello. Don't know why this torture. Yeah, it's torture, all right. Okay, well, they ran away. Normally, I'd be upset by that, but I'm after fast games today. So, boy, this is super, super, super laggy. What's going on here? All right, there we go. I mean, just starting and stopping matches. That might be why. I'm not even too mad at the person quitting because that might be why. Just because the interface. I was a little worried about that. They've had like 3 updates this week. I'm sure you guys have all seen those or been hindered by them. Like even this, it's like, okay, I clicked that a good 10 seconds ago. I've got a very robust PC. So I know it's not that. And then after like, it's almost like the software warms up. At least last night it was that way. Really, really slow. And then like 2 or 3 games in, then it was like running fine. I'm like, what's this all about? They were pretty strong for a good couple of years where I didn't have any issues with Magic Online, but this last set, I don't know if part of the programming of the new Aether Drift had any issues or something, but it sure seems like it did. We're mulliganing again. Look at this. Where are our 1-drops? We have quite a few. Mulligan, another double mulligan start. This is strange. We'll keep this because of the presence of Ghast. We've got this and that. I can probably get rid of one of these. I'd like to keep a Snuff Out just in case. So far, we don't probably need Unearth here. We'll do that. Say done. And rock like this. Oh boy, a Tron list. Let's see how we fare. Glad I kept the Snuff Out. As fun as Vault of Whispers are in these sorts of lists, always make sure to drop that Swamp first if you've got an option. You never know when a massive tireless tribe is headed your way with haste or something, right? Okay, we'll bring this out. Just looking for a sack effect. Shambling Ghast, such a good card. Like I said, I always fear Tron. It lies dormant like a virus. People always think like it's not in the metagame. It's like it's just because the pilots just choose not to play it. It's always viable. A deck that can do anything. I'm sorry, y'all. This is getting frustrating. I might Toxin Analysis that just to get tempo if I had another land, but I'm not going to do it because if I want to kill anything, it's going to be that dude. Now, if they target it right now, which is a really bad idea, I would. So I have double creatures, or I mean, things to do. Yeah, Mer Retrievers are nasty. Nasty tech. Hey, look, they don't have natural Tron. It's almost like I'm playing it. I'm kind of the whipping boy in the family on the Ascension card game, which, if y'all don't remember, was made by, God, was it Kibler? It was made by Magic Pros. It's out of print now, but come on, Liz. This is ridiculous. 2 double mulligans. I'm running 1 more land than I should be. Where have you heard that complaint before? That's why I remembered about Ascension, because I win sometimes, but overall I'm down 2 games to my wife and 1 game to my son. And then I'll pull even, and then I will play some more, and I'll be in the negatives again overall, because we always keep hash marks of all our games. So you open up any game box in our house, it's got like pages of just little swishes going around. So, but they were laughing about how much I was complaining the other day, and I'm like, yeah, it's almost like I'm streaming. I think one of the cards I made for PauperRBust that I sit inside here like this is Battle Complaints. Pretty great. Oh, this is if they had Tron, this would just be so underwhelming, right? Oh, we played Ascension when it first came out, Little Fight. Like the very first, we were playing it wrong, but we were having a good time, and then it just ended up in the bottom of our collection. Of course, my son Aaron is an absolute savant at it. He can like deduce what cards are left in the deck and knows all the numbers and stuff. It's crazy. Sometimes it's funny. He seems to really have my wife's number, and I have his as far as being able to, like otherwise he'd be like seem unbeatable. But for some reason my play style plays almost even with him. I'm usually down 1 game, then I pull even, but my wife just seems to always get me. It's like this family Rochambeau. So apologies for the deck's lack of bringing it. I'm just going to concede here. This is very frustrating. I'm just going to go to game 2. I don't want to show him too much more. Tron. That's incredibly frustrating. God, what is this, 4 minutes to quit here? Problem with these kind of bugs is that they're, it's like a feedback loop. So if you click 3 or 4 times, then it'll start pinwheeling and get overloaded. So you got to be really, make sure you realize that you clicked, and then it's not the best advertisement, right? Mesmeric Fiends are coming in. I'm going to break up this combo. Whoosh. Probably don't need the Toxin Analysis. I'll go down to 1 of these. I'll go down to 2. We'll lose a rat. I'm down to 2. There we go. And spellbombs are definitely going to be a thing here. Look at just lassoing is just like, ugh. And it accidentally grabbed a spellbomb, which we don't need. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of Fear of the Lost Teeth. Come on. And we'll get rid of 1 Blood Fountain. And a Unearth, because they're not going to be killing too much stuff. Considering these, I don't want to overboard here. Let me go down to 1 of these. 1 less of these, because we've lost some of our 1-drops, and we'll bring in 2 curses. Might be overboarding here. Well, we did see the Mer Retriever, so that style, so we're going to be jumping all over the graveyard here. Black has a surprising range as far as if you're mono black, you know, you can go land destruction, you can kill enchantments now. Trespasser's Curse has made its way to a lot of main decks, courtesy of Brood Scale. Yeah, good times. Man, this hat's loud. It's right by my ears, too. Yes, I want to play first. I sure hope they fix this, because it's like playing with old stuff here. Not the greatest. We're supposed to be the aggro. We finally got a 2-land hand, but we gotta ship this. We can't really do anything with it other than eat our own stuff. God dang it. We'll mulligan. Double mulligan again. Where have you seen that? Keeping this. At least we can be a bit proactive. I think I'm going to get rid of the Snuff Out. Get rid of, well, first we'll lead off with these, and then we'll just say done, because make sure we keep 1 swamp at least, right? And just in case they got some shenanigans, we can do that. Now we can get rid of their graveyard and a creature, all on turn 1. I so wish I could have just recorded all the last like 30 games with this list and just fast forwarded them on a loop so you see just how dominant the openings are usually with this deck. And it's like, here we are 2 games in, and it's just double mulligan, double mulligan, double mulligan for different reasons. Battle complaints. That's the frame I used to sit inside of. Okay, we got a nice board set up here. We just need like a Shambling Ghast to show up, fall into a bone picker. This can finish off people pretty fast. Black Lightning Bolt. Kind of a 1-2 combo platter punch against Tron, at least what I think they're trying to do. Trespasser's Curse always feels underpriced. Seems like it should cost 2 and a black. What's that old saying, or the, not rumor, but the misprint in Rancor? Does anybody remember what that was supposed to cost? It got misprinted at green. I think it was like 2 and a green or something. Was it that high? All right, doing a whole lot of nothing here. Yeah, that Pact Altera I've seen. Yep, you're right. And of course, that's black, isn't it? So our Snuff Out will be no good. Trying not to move my head. It's like... It'd be a neat way to train either a cat burglar or a ninja. Just like they have to like go through a series of things in a house and wearing this. Maybe I'm on their toes too, to just encourage like slow movement and very steady, quiet walking. Just applied for a creative director thing at a pickleball company. It's like online and remote, so hope to hear back from them. That's the one I'm really hoping actually something comes of it. PauperRBust in the house. It's a drop. Corrupt rotation, winning combination. Apologies for the underwhelming start. This is like you start one of those beanbag races. You start off by tripping or falling backwards, and everybody's like 6 or 7 feet in front of you before you get up. I haven't experienced this. I happen to be a very accomplished beanbag racer. The 3 times I've done it. Completely guessing on these numbers, by the way. Whoop. You're kidding me. I think the interface is causing people to quit. I don't even know if they're quitting, but I imagine at this stage of the game, they're quitting. And for the first time in my life, because of this interface being so slow, yeah. All right, guys, apologies for this. Normally, I'd be like raging at my opponents, but I know what they're feeling. This is just very frustrating way to play Magic online. Everything's taking like, all right, we know Grogberg's not going to go away. Mix up the data here. Maybe we'll get a decent hand. Almost absolute. We'll keep this. Hey, look at this. We're keeping a one-liner. Yeah, restarts haven't done it in the past. Pretty sure it's client side. All right, a fast deck. We'll lead off with Geist. Always prefer the Geist over the, what do you call? Fear of the Lost Teeth. Here we go. Oh, designed by ChatGTP, nice. Claude.ai is my favorite. CLAUDE.ai. That's a pretty fun one. Sneaky Snacker. I was trying for a long time to find a way to make that work in here. Do I even want to do that? I mean, I can take out both dudes here. I'll take the damage. I want to be able to attack into something here. And convict it and kill something out of the deal. Cool. Don't have to fight. Alrighty, let's rock and roll. Here we go, attacking here. Good news here against fairies and these sorts of lists. The little combination of Ghasts and Fear of the Lost Teeth goes a long way. No blocks. Good times. We'll do the thing. Corrupted Conviction on this. I could kill something. I think I'm going to make a... I'm going to kill something. Let's kill this guy. Draw 2. We will play the Bone Picker. Bok, 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 bok. Drew all 3 of our Toxin Analysis. That's a bit frustrating, but we can always just gain 3 life. If they're tapped out, might look to do that. Krakatoa, they're dead. The only thing Unearth doesn't get back. So usually the 2 Bone Pickers we've got late game, you usually want to grab Bone Pickers or depends on what you're up against. If you're playing against Boggles, you probably want to get Fleshbag Marauder, right? Here we go. And he brings it out again. Cool. Considering against this board, well, that's really fun. I'll bring out the teeth. I think I convict it now just so I don't miss a land drop here. Rock here. We'll kill this again. Gain a life. Hopefully draw a swamp. Thank you. And I think I'm going to, since we've got so many of them, I'm just going to cast this Unearth on, at this stage, well, no. I always want the Ghast here. There we go. Block, create something, and then once they get all these things out, we'll hopefully get a rat out of the deal. So, okay. Now comes the mutt. Lots of mutts here. There's a flashback on that beast. That's right, 2 in a red. Fiery Temper. Okay, we're taking it to the face. Then comes this. Might just Crypt Rat for 1 if things go south here. Like, you know, it'd be brutal if we top deck a swamp and we make this a treasure if he attacks this turn. I think they're on to what we... Yeah, they know what we're trying to do here. Okay, this is pretty cool. Well, there's that. I'm just going to play out the Crypt Rat, take a whole lot of damage here. They're at 1 card. I'm just going to play it and pass. Snuff Out feeling very bad in this matchup. Yeah, I think there's a reason, what is this, Daybreak Games, I think, is responsible now for the software side of Magic Online. There's a reason they've had like 3 updates this week. Sometimes things will come back just right, and then it's like, oh crap. This is really what we want. They're spending 3 on that. We've got the answer on Unearth, unless they can get rid of our graveyard right now. We're going to be in single digits, but we'll be all right, especially because of Shambling Ghast. Oh man, I was really hoping they would attack with that. All right. Take a bunch here. Booyah. Land, please. Thank you. Okay. Well, we should attack. These things are going to die. Attack. Good news here is if they have a reaction to a toxin, we can just toxin again. Here we go. The dreaded combo. Oh boy. Yeah, sure. We're just going to go crazy now. Boom, boom, boom. Crack, crack, crack. Hopefully get a... Let's see. 2 to everything. Make sure it's set up right. Lifelink. Whole lot of stuff is dying. And we're at 25 life. And we'll get a token out of the deal. Good times. Nihil Spellbomb would be good here. Rakdos. Oh no, this is just red. Red Graven. That's a pretty cool little list. Here's the new card everybody's playing. Mannequin Artillerist. Whenever you discard one or more cards, this creature deals that much damage to each opponent. Just whenever. You don't have to do nothing. And it's got a big old booty. 1/4. Woo! And we're going to kill it straight out. Again, Snuff Out's a weird card in this list because right now you want to do it, but it's like you might draw a Bone Picker. So just chill out. Give me a Bone Picker. All right, we'll do this then. Draw a card. Hiya! Give me a good thing. You jerk. Well, they are playing burn. Let's just cast an honest, Snuff Out here. You know what? After this game, I think I will try to just restart it just to see if, or to prove that that's not it. But I'll just do the thing here. Cast it. Tit for tasket. Let's go. Okay, they're going to bring back the boys. Toxin Analysis to a Crypt Rat. Such a nasty combo. Crack. Boy, if we get an Unearth, this is going to be another fun dance. Yeah, Snake Umbra and the Omphidian's Eye. That is nasty stuff. Very cool list, Grogberg. And we'll play this next week. It looks pretty sweet. It's like, they just kind of threaten, like, yeah, just keep wiping the board. Doesn't do too much against a deck that brings them all back in like one turn, right? It's pretty cool. We could be in trouble pretty quick here if we don't start doing some stuff. Given the situation, I'm going to do this on here to draw a card. We're getting a little desperate here. There's our Crypt Rat. All right, we'll wait. This time we can Village Rites it too, but we're going to have to hard cast it, which kind of takes a lot of the punch out of it. Really want him to go Hellvent here. Unearth, getting there. All right. Going to bring out the other mutt. Here comes the other mutt. Now I can only hope that they just draw lands from here on out once we kill this board. Very cool list. Crack. Single digits. Went from 23 to that. Damn. Impressive. Alrighty. Things just got interesting. Cast Unearth on the Crypt Rats very slowly. And we'll cast you know what here. Boop. 1, 2, 3. Say done. Still holding control down on your keyboard. Once it's on the stack with the damage, we're going to gain some life out of the deal. We lose out on this life, but the Crypt Rat's own life. I said Crypt Rat. Let's go. Drawn 2. Wiping the board. Crunch. Up to 27. Did we not draw a land? There we go. Okay. Against most decks that Grogberg would have won by now. This list is silly. Whoa, Burning Inquiry. I'm jealous. I love that card. That's pretty sweet, Grogberg. All right, I think we're going to play this list next week. It's official. I'll even make a note of it. Grogberg. So when he joins chat, let's make sure he sends us the link if I'm not paying attention. It's like, all right, Deluxe, how many more of those you got? Problem is, about 12. We'll dispute and pretend like we found it. Jeez, like rubbing it in here. All right, we'll just hard cast the rat. I think we'll just crack it for one on their turn and then a dispute. He's like, good grief. Like, I should call this deck New York City. Like rats everywhere. Only problem with doing this now is if I draw Bone Picker, it's going to suck, but I'm just going to go for it. 2, 3, 4. We're going to activate this for 2. Reminding myself we're not really gaining life here. Say done. Wallet's on the stack, still holding down control, making sure this says 2. We're going to sacrifice the creature itself. Drawing stuff, killing everything, and hoping they run out of gas here. Sneaky Snackers is no joke. Should just call it Rat Wrath. And here they are again, folks, with flashback this time. The Sneaky Snackers have it. All 4 of them activated. Yeah, Curse is going to be really fun here, especially against a red deck. I'm be gaining all kinds of life here, baby. Woo! Not even too worried about this. Bring out a Ghast here. I think I want to chill on the Crypt Rat activation here for just a beat. We'll do this here. We can survive. I'll do the thing here. Minus. Boop. Yeah, you gotta wax them from the graveyard. They just keep coming back. Dun 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 dun. We'll bring out a Blood Fountain. This will probably be a depressing state of affairs here. Let me discard a Swamp here. See what we get. Hey, it's another Ghast. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could still do that and Blood Fountain. I'll pull it off. Let's go. That's one more creature the Crypt Rat will hit if we find our Toxin Analysis. Let's open up our graveyard. There we are. Not that far. Right about there. Pulling a Bob Ross impression here. Let's go. Bone Pickers would be pretty good. Won't be against the Sneaky Snackers being dead for good. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Do damage to each opponent. Hey, what's going on here? Kind of remind myself this is not the deck with Campfire. I play a little bit more conservatively here. Crack. White is easiest. I'll do this. Let's grab a Bone Picker, maybe. Or do we just go Crypt Rat, Crypt Rat? I think I'm just going to go Crypt Rat, Crypt Rat. Well, if I get Bone Picker, it'll encourage them not to attack, at least with one. So we'll do that. I mean, we already have one in our hand. That seems a little craziness here. Ooh, that'd be interesting. God, I wish I could. Well, I guess I could, huh? We can pull this out. No, let me attack first. We'll still do the thing with Mesmeric Fiend here. Probably makes more sense to activate Crypt Rat on their turn. Attack here. So I was thinking of playing the Crypt Rat first and dropping Fiend. And then while it's on the stack, waxing the board. If he's got a instant spell, it's be a bit of a problem. But then we can follow it up with the other thing. I'm still going to try it. Hold on a minute here. Can't do too much with this. So we'll bring out the rat. Really wish I had Toxin here. This would just get us so much life. It'd be ridiculous. So when this hits the, or when its ability goes on the stack, this is when you want a Wrath. I'll just do one. That'll kill everything. And we are, you know, in the teens, so we got to be careful here. I'll say done. So by this being killed, whatever I exile stays exiled forever, and then we can keep bringing back Mesmeric Fiend here. Token. Now, what do we get? What do we get? Hey, this looks pretty good. Or do we get rid of this? Do they have any other way of bringing that stuff back? I think we get rid of Faithless Looting here to stop the shenanigans, eh? Yeah, I'm going to get rid of it. That's exiling the looting here. We'll play this out. We'll draw a card. Wouldn't mind seeing a Snuff Out here. Sure, we'll play it. Don't see any discard effects here. Got 3 swings and we're clear. Crypt Rats. That's a good name. There's the Artillerist. Hopefully with no fuel. This style of play has become a thing with me. All too easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do this some more. I could just win here, right? I should probably not do this, but I'm just going to kill it. Get him to 6. I could have just ran over and activated the rat, but don't try this at home, kids. We'll kill him with a rat next turn. So this deck has no business winning outside of the Toxin Analysis. So you build a deck like this, does pretty good, and then you run into this or like any sort of red-based deck that just keeps coming, and you quickly realize, oh, I'm going to have a few more of those. This is a good sign. They're pointing at our creatures. Finally ran out of drawing fuel. All right, we'll do the thing with the Crypt Rat and win the game. We've got just enough to do it. And I know we had it last turn too, but for dramatic effect, we'll just play the Crypt Rat out. Boop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And done. Unless he has some Sylvok Lifestaff instant effect. Check that out. We won the first game. That's a rarity. Very cool list. I like this list a lot. That's why I'm almost positive. Yeah, any sort of change of timing, right? So we're going to sideboarding now. This is when it always shines the brightest as far as when the like I hit begin sideboarding 7 or 8 seconds ago. It's crazy. I think I'll save Snuff Outs. Now we wanted a Curse in the Spellbomb for sure. Curse, Spellbomb. With so much ability to do instant damage, I'm a little worried about having multiple fiends here. I don't think I want to be going there. So I'm actually going to lose a fiend. Fleshbag's ridiculous in this matchup. We'll get rid of it. We'll get rid of it very slowly. Get rid of 1 Blood Fountain. These can keep us in it. One Insight. Maybe 2 Snuff Outs gone. I really only want to hit the Artillerist with the Snuff Out. And we have arrived. I'm thinking Lifestaff, maybe. Nah, we'll chill. Let's go. That's true. Yeah, Det Takami would be pretty interesting against if our spell bombs don't show up. You're right. I just feel like I'm overboarding if I do that. There's an option too. They might have they could have a, what do you call the little vampire Epicure dude? Voldarin Epicure. So Edict effects, deck that goes that wide. But yeah, towards the end there, that would have been nice to have exiled style things. Cool. We're doing the thing. Look at this. It's a keepable hand. We'll keep this. Go like this. And the quantum computing, if anybody's up on it, Little Fight and I geek out talking about that. Boy, that is some scary stuff as far as, I mean, it's going to upend the world. Like, whoever cracks that first, just bye-bye all money. Everybody's, if anything you have that has a password, anything, just boop, figured out in a nanosecond. Unbelievable. Tempo-wise, I want to dispute that Ghast as soon as possible, but I ain't gonna. I'm gonna get this curse out and start racking up life, as it might be the only thing that keeps us alive if our Crypt Rat combo doesn't show up. Boom, boom. That's a pretty good sign. All right, we'll accelerate. Cool. Let's make our graveyard a little less rotund. Okay. I do believe, yeah, we have overboarding loaded as one of our little go-to commercial thingies. So choose a player to enchant. I hate when computers are that dumb. There we go. I'll do it again next turn. Don't try me, sucker. Of course, next turn I might want to dispute treasure token, draw a land, Trespasser's Curse, just to accelerate options. Grab the prize. Yeah, or the overwhelming evidence that keeps coming up that we're just a simulation in another program, right? It sounds wild when you first hear that, and then you hear the arguments for it, and you're like, all right, combo has been achieved. Do I slow roll this? We're going to get a token out of this deal anyway. So I'm going to just do what I said. I'm going to dispute the token and hopefully draw a land. I mean, mathematically we should. There we go. Now we haven't missed our drop. We'll do the thing and really put the screws in the thumb cuffs or whatever you want to, what analogy you want to do. This is nasty. Iso's in the house. Woo! Good to have you here, my friend. I just played the advertisement, try to sound English, of Pauper Classic Tuesday at the very top of the show. Sometimes files go inside of a folder and I'm like, I was sitting there this morning thinking like, man, I haven't seen that ad in forever. So I went and found it and I was like, why did I stop? It just got buried somewhere. So the problem, I think the reason why I can't monetize when I play it, because I cut it to this song that I have from my movie trailer editing days, which is why it moves so well. 90% of editing is music. Alrighty, let's do the thing. We don't really have an Unearth trigger here. So when I play this, I've got to make it count. I'm just going to play the bird, I guess. Stop an attack. Maybe it eats a bolt. I'm just buying time here. I hate doing that. I think I've cast more Bone Pickers hard cast than I have with one, which is super, super rare. I think so. On the stream, I've done this like 4 times now. Hard cast a Bone Picker. The last week, maybe once. Just so you know, the bias is real. That's right. I didn't get buried. I got destroyed without allowing regeneration. There's so many analogies of that are true in life, like with games, right? Where I'm winning this one. It's not that your opponent beat you, you lost, like you just drew horribly or whatnot. All right, we just did 2 damage if you're looking closely. All righty. Really want an Unearth effect for very obvious reasons. Going up on life. Here we go. Hey, there's one. Cool. So this will require a bolt answer, right? I'm going to do this. Just chill out. Everything's going to die. Might as well block, kill something. They're probably like, oh, come on, really? Do see a macabre in their graveyard, meaning they have another one in their hand, so we know like one of the 3 cards. So our Unearth plan isn't that smart now. Looting. It just takes a lot of discipline to hold on to it. In this scenario, down we go. Down goes the Crypt Rat. Is it hitting that? I would imagine. Yeah, it's hitting that. I could activate for one. I'm not gonna. Pretty impressive. Almost even life totals with 2 curses out, you know. Do I block? I do not. Let this go. Gotta turn off that artillerists. Dang. Feel like they're waiting for us to unearth here. They probably are. I don't really have an option there. Hey, thanks for that, Chimpskey. Alrighty. Well, we're going to attack regardless. Let's do it. Yeah. Get in 3 damage. Alright. Can we do the thing? Might not work. Do they got Fairy Macabre? They do. This is going to get grim. Yep, I knew it. The only reason you discard one is if you got the other one, right? Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. All right, a bit of desperation on our end here. I'm going to kill our own bird. Cool. Oh, I could do that too, right? That's curious. The bird is dead. We'll play another one. I guess we spellbomb here, eh? Let me spellbomb here. Pretty sure I want to just do this now. Yeah, I'm just going to do this now. Gonna get. Nope. Wish I could. It's a close one. Hey, Penguin Wrangler's in the house. Yeah, who was that? I forgot. It was at the very top of the show. Program's being awfully laggy today, so we're fighting through that. Burning Inquiry. Gonna be taking a whole lot of damage. Bam. Look at that. Craziness. Oh boy, we're just dead to Burning Inquiry. That's a first. Boop. Boop. That's any time you do it. Very cool. Grogberg showing the tech. I'll probably be trying to play this next week. That is pretty sweet. Dwarven Forge? The hell's that in there for? I'd have to look at the card. I don't have that one committed to memory. Okay. Snuff Out, I really missed you. Those guys, when they start stacking up, it's pretty burly. You know, Bone Picker's a little underwhelming in this matchup because I don't want to block anything that flies. So I'm just going to take those 2 out and do a swap here. Got a little bit more respect for this now. I'll bring in one of those. We really want those. I'll lose. I've already lost one insight. Let me lose a teeth here. There we go. Boop. Yeah, he's usually the first one out. I almost started the show early today, like an hour early. I was going to let everybody know yesterday, my mods, but because we're trying to hit the road. We've got about a 2 or 3 hour drive to get to the mountain cabin sort of area. Up in the Big Bear area. Got a lot of history with Lake Arrowhead and Big Bear. I used to do construction there in the summers in high school. Back when kids were treated like men. Like my 8th grade summer and freshman summer, I just got shipped off down to my sister's in LA and worked on construction sites, digging holes and carrying rebar. Couldn't imagine my boys doing that at that age now. right, let's open up the yards. It's the third game. We've got 5 minutes. What happened? It's this lag, I tell you. I'm going to keep this because of the Ghast. This is just auto keep with the corruption, especially 2 of them. We'll be fine. Got an early blocker. If they got an epic here, we'll be able to target that. Probably don't want to. Cool. Acceleration. We'll do it again. Ooh, that's pretty cool at this stage, but I'd rather develop a little bit more here, not miss our land drop. Let's do this to black. We'll beat you to the punch. Boop. Come on, let's go. There ain't no targets. Give me what it should be. Cool, cool. I'll go white, black, curse on you. A curse to you, sir. There we go. Yeah, this little lag delay here is really eating up. Couple seconds. No wonder. Maybe it is us. Look at the difference in time, right? I have to ask Grogberg if it's when he's done, if it's been laggy on his side. And that might be the way to check, right? Let me lead off with teeth here. Again, 1 drop Electricity I'm not a big fan of, especially when it helps us accelerate, but that probably means that one of the 6 cards or 7 now in his hand is another Electricity. Just got to play with that in mind. All right, we're doing the thing. I'm just going to draw right now. I'm feisty that way. I know. He could probably drop an Epicure here, and I'd be like, darn it. But good. I thought that you read Accused Marauder. What would that be? Oh my God, Issa, we have a ton of snow. That is a funny thing we hear from like people like in Texas or out of state. California is a lot like New Zealand. It sits vertically on the globe, and so it has everything. Accused Marauder. All right, best card stats in the chat wins. I don't know what you win. We'll get to that later. All right, we have absolutely nothing going on here. He points it at us. That's pretty funny. 3 damage. Showing some pretty cool flexibility. Targeting us again. Alrighty. It's red mill now. Cool. I guess we bring out the rat. Or just insight something back. I could do that. I can always dispute it if they have an answer for it at this stage. There we are. Okay, we'll dispute it. Beat you to it. Boy! We've got a Spellbomb. I can almost trip it and go here. These are only really hitting for 1. Accused Marauder. Each player needs to sacrifice a non-token creature. Which makes it in it. Oh yeah, that's the accursed. Another scrap work in there. What an entertaining game, I shall say. We have a whole lot of nothing. We might as well go get something. We'll do this. We have just enough. We'll do this here. Okay. We'll pay the 1. I'm going to lose on time, but we'll do this here. We'll pay 5. Eviscerator's Insight from the yard onto our vault. Cool. There's another. This is what's calling into question. Maybe I do need to restart because they're not having the same issues here. Weird. It's been a strange one, Mr. Grinch. All right, off we go. We'll do this. Draw 3 cards. Cracking this. When it dies, we'll pay the 1. Yup. Drawing some more cards. Here we go. Nothing died. Oh boy. We're going to lose on time, aren't we? Let's get this dude out. Represent some damage here. And another target I can kill. We'll incite that next turn. Bring out the Bone Picker and the Curse and lose to time probably. Things keep going this way. I think they're waiting on like a heavy macabre hand. That's what I'm putting them on. All right, this is good times. We'll attack here. Hopefully we draw extra Bone Pickers. That would be awesome. Hit. Smash. I gotta wait for my end of combat effect here. Let's do this thing. Token time. More Bone Pickers, please. Bring this out. Bring this out. Bring this out. And lose the time. Got like 1 minute left. I have to swing so many times. Here we go. Just going through the motions here. Berg's gonna know better than to do the thing. Well, attack. Yeah. All right. Boom, boom. Sacrifice one of these. Draw some stuff and quit. He's got us on time. Concede. All right, y'all. I guess I'll babysit the feed while I try to restart. Don't want everybody to have to see all that, except that when I restart, I know some of my hotkeys will trigger, so I actually have to do this live. So apologies for this. Good time to grab a copy. Coffee, not copy. Kill this. Yes. Double check here. See what's going on in the task manager. It does seem to be pretty laggy. Yo, even this is kind of interesting. Just that. All right, that makes sense. Try one more thing here. Yeah, my mouse is lagging a little bit. This is scary. This little red dot. That usually means like OBS has crashed or something. Yeah, this is a trip. All right, control center. Where you at? This is, oh, that's why my mouse is laggy. This is supposed to be on entertainment. I don't know when I did that. I usually always have it on entertainment. There we go. But I'm still a little, oh, duh, because I'm recording. Okay, I think problem solved. Apologies, everybody. I thought I'd troubleshot everything. There's just so many things that can go wrong in this world of streaming. So, give me a second here. Alrighty, hopefully this all worked. Bringing this up. Have to resize everything again. Oop. It feels like we could have won that one if I wasn't lagging, but whatever. Hopefully it's already feeling better. Over to constructed. Tournament practice. We're already set up. Create. Oh, this is so much better. Never seen. Usually quiet mode is only a mouse stutter. It's not interface based, but double check here. Okay, good to go. We'll rock right into the next one. I know last week I didn't do any commercials and such. I don't know what's up with my bladder. It's just doing good. Yeah, Grogberg, that is awesome. It was a lot of new stuff. I really want to play that next week. If you don't mind sending the list to paupercan@gmail.com. Thank you, Chimpskey. Let's see if the lag goes away here. I feel like a big hypocrite bad-mouthing MTGO if it was on my side. But I've heard a lot of people bitching about it too. So, all right. Normally a keeper. We are on the draw. I'm going to keep this. We don't hit a swamp for like 5 turns. I'm going to be so depressed, but whatever. Yeah, the audio the week before, and now this. So here we are. Bring out this. So if we don't do anything next turn and we don't see red, we might consider snuffing out something just to get Bone Picker online really quick and start running through. But against white, might not be the best move. That's pretty cool. Big old tumbleweed planets. Oh, right, the sideboard, how it's all huge every time you load up MTGO. They still haven't fixed that. What is this, Brute Squad? You know what? Do I want to do that? Sure, I'll block. I'm gonna kill you. Got another one where that came from. The Snuff Out behind it. This play brought to you by Bad Plays Incorporated. Tired of winning? Follow our manual to ensure defeat. Whew. All right, more of the same. Or do we do the thing? You know what? I feel like getting aggro here. Crack! Show me your journey. Get! All of a sudden everything's just light speed. Sorry, Daybreak Games. I guess it wasn't your fault this time. It was last night. It's weird last night. Obviously, I had quiet mode on still, and it did that. Is this Boros Bully? The deck I made? All right. Deck's punishing us for doing the thing. We'll bring out a Ghast. This Bone Picker's probably going to only hit once. Come on, honest. Oh, Kitty was a lot different list. Only thing it shared was being red and white. I haven't seen Turbo Kitty in, God, it's been like 7 years. It's only a couple of years into having propaganda, and we're almost 10 years old now, so yeah. Well, that's got to go. And I've got just the thing for it. As long as we can kill it. Let's go. Boy, this is drawn clunky. Taco. Bring out the Ghast. It's maddening how clunky this is feeling just today. I know, it's like it's very strange. It's like we're just, it's just like the second or third game we've drawn all 3 in like our opener. It's really weird. Oh, we're already at that. I've got to snuff out, so I got to pretend like I'm almost in single digits. So I'm just going to attack with 1. I want to kill that one. Not that much, though. So I'm going to bring out our Blood Fountain and just pass. Ghasts are a pretty comforting feeling against a lot of 1/1s because you know they're not going to remove them for multiple reasons. I can kill the priest and it'll help accelerate me. They're like, oh my god, they got like a 6-to-1 mana ratio on us. It's going to be pretty hard to win this one. That's where Crypt Rats does its thing. They overextend and then you do it. Alrighty, there's that. Snuff Out time. Get. Half our life gone, courtesy of ourselves. So I'll run into that. Worst case scenario, I play Toxin Analysis, kill the Skyfisher. Oh my god, Liz, come on, let's go. He might not block because he probably figures I need land here. Yeah, this is frustrating. I'm considering... Alright, so what we're going to do is discard our Fleshbag to the blood token. Hopefully we draw a land. F off list. This is so frustrating. It was me that kept the one lander. We had double gas. Figured we'd have plenty of gas. Probably should have blocked, kept that treasure token around, eh? It says the guy in single digits. Oh, this is maddening. All right, well, at least get in here. I'll get this Village Rites online. Yeah, I'll probably just unearth the Fleshbag Marauder here. Let's do that. Double check here. Unearth that. Comes back. I sacrifice that. Do the thing. Yeah, let's do that. It's one of the few times I think I'm going to sacrifice the Shambling Ghast, so I can at least Village Rites something here. Okay, that sucked. Boink, there goes our plan. Nice play. Thought we were out of the woods. Thraben Charm. Yeah, this is getting grim. Suture Priest, Concession of Brood Scale combo. Forcing the opponent to have another card in their hand before they go crazy. It's nice to see that in a lot of lists now. We're just dead here. Horrible performance. L. Boros. I won't even say it's bully. This is just mid-range Boros. Kitty style. Woo! Alright, these aren't going to be long for this world. I think a lot of stuff's going to be dying. Probably want some yard hatred. I don't know about that much. How about 3? Fleshbag's not going to be too impressive in this matchup. We're already even. It would be nice to have this available. Maybe just 1. Not so great here. Would be kind of neat to get a few curses in here, huh? Maybe 1, 2, just 2 curses. Let's try that. Says the Jingling Man. Yes. Ah, good hand. Could be better. We don't really have any quick little 1-drops, but keeping it. Sweet and late. Here we are. Remembering to play that swamp first, just in case you got Snuff Out. Of course, if they're on black, you might not want to because of what's that? The 1 black drop. It's like an artifact that can actually take your only land out of your hand. It's a pretty good answer if you don't want to. If you're playing black at white and you don't have enough money for dust to dust, it's a black 1-drop that you can kind of get away with. No, don't even know what Encroach is. Is that a card? All right, it's just setup time here. I'll just bring this out, pass. I didn't know. Is that Pauper legal? Sure that's not an uncommon? Divest, that's the one. Booyah. All right. I just take damage here. Crash EOT. What do we have here? All right. The bird is here. Candy trail. Bounce. Hard to slip a card past me. If I don't know it, it's usually an uncommon or one of those weird gold things. Tempo, tempo, tempo. I really want to do it. I'm going to nix the bomb. That way I can draw 3 cards. Yep. Check it out. Woo! Good times. Aghast. Everyone's aghast. Bring this dude here. Bring this out here. Block, shoot, pow. Yeah, let's do the thing here. I'll just put this on. You're a weird gold thing. I'm really curious in the States here. Ever since I was a kid, you know, you always hear about Fort Knox and it's got all this gold and it's supposed to be, you know, back when we had everything was based on the gold standard till Nixon. But anyway, now the latest thing here is like, I think sometime this week they're supposedly going to, Musk is talking about going in with a live feed and just saying like, where's the gold? It's like, man, that's some dramatic television. Exciting times. Here we go. All right, something's going to die. That's probably us. Let's rock and roll. All right. It's a trap. It is a trap. We'll gain 3 life. We'll make a token. We'll put out 2 bone pickers. This is how the deck's been playing all week. And then I guess we'll do this here, right? I guess they don't have a lightning bolt. We'll pull this out here and do this too. Why not? Draw a bunch of cards. I bet so too, ESO. On the corruption, just in any government, you know. Let something, even a corporation, government, anything long enough, it's just like saying mold's not going to form in, you know, some place that has a drip or something. All right, down goes 1. I really thought I would miss the absence of Perilous Mirror. I used to have that here. I mean, against this board, it would be awesome. We could just shoot down everything, but okay, they don't really want to play that game. That's interesting. Well, at this stage, I'm going to pay the life here. We'll kill this. We'll attack. 4. We'll actually bring back a Ghast, I think. Kind of weird. Not the best mana value here, but I'm going to do it. Encourage this shenanigans and pass the turn. Down it goes. Synthesize time. I'm going to keep the resources off the table so that our curse has the most value. Until Dawnbringer shows up. I'm sure they got 2 or 3. Getting very impatient with that Spellbomb. It's like, I want to crack it. Okay, Bone Picker down. Cool. I'll block ya. Crack. I'll make a token. Cool. I don't really want to. They're tapped out. They don't have a clue. I really want to save that. Do this now. I'm just getting thirsty for cards. This feels like tempo play here. Yep. Let's go. There's another curse. Well, there's another curse. It could be worse. Let me cycle this. Put another curse out. Drop the Ghast. Equip it. You, sir. Do the thing. Dambringer. That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, what would that do? Target player loses 2 life. Sacrifices a... Do the thing. We're slowly building a ball presence as we gain life and make them lose resources. Nihil Spellbomb plays kind of like the Ekhaert Wellspring in this style. Trespasser's Curse lulls them if they don't know what we're up to. Like, well, I better just get everything out and get them. And then once you get everything out, the Crypt Rat shows up. That's the theory anyway. Sometimes it works. Yeah, it could almost... Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of black inside of Dawnbringer Cleric. Some of those abilities there. Don't like this. All right, I'm going to Toxin Analysis Skyfisher because they're very unlikely to kill it. Please do. They want to aha me. White is that no black. So Grogberg, is that your design or is that like off the net or what? That list. Well, that's cool. I'd rather take that than that. I'm just going to kill it now. That's pretty sweet. I was so jealous when you watch the replay. Apologies, it's going to jitter because I had the wrong setting up. 2 issues in 2 weeks is lame. That one's on me though. But when you played Burning Inquiry, I was just jealous. I was like, oh man, I've always liked that card. Works pretty awesome in that list. Taking 5. Still alive. These Limbus are getting old. I'm looking at the time here, guys. I think I'm going to call it after this, win or lose. I still got to upload. That takes a few hours, and I just don't want to be stressing on. We'll be back next week with a much better list. Grogbergs. Oh, man. I got to draw some answers here. I'll analysis this. Draw some cards. Teeth, fine, that's good. I'll do that here. I'm actually going to kill it right now so we can get rid of that priest. Could have blocked. I don't want them to be generating any sort of shenanigans here. I think I'll chill out here in case they have some sort of artifact hate. Insight's a nice draw. Against these, just draw, and we're still a card up. But we're taking 6. This sucks. EOT that treasure. taking out our vault, maybe even staff. 1 analysis, 2 analysis. We have 2 analysis in the sideboard, right? Yeah. Wish you could just say it and then it would highlight it, make it glow. That's a tough call. You guys can't really get a read on this list because we had 2 quits and then like this super slow game and booyah. Rock like this. I'm going to take out our vault just in case. I might need that to stay alive depending on what we get here. All right, there's our last toxin. We got to be real careful with that one. Can't really keep taking this damage. Causes serious damage. I'm thinking of inciting the Sylvok Lifestaff here. Or even maybe I Toxin Analysis the Glint Hawk. We've got a feeling they're hoarding galvanic blasts here, ready to be pointed at our face. Thrilled by that. Sure, Razamon. Missed that guy. Right, I'm going to do the thing. I don't want to lose the life staff. Blow this up. Draw 2 more. Nothing. Well, I can at least play Bone Picker, probably pull out a Gal Blast next turn, target it at it, and draw 2 cards out of the deal upon the activation of the life staff. But who am I kidding? This is probably... I think we're going to get burned out here. Of course, he's keeping us in it. Weird to not see Battle Screech. I don't know if they took it out or what. So we go down to single digits. Are we dead? Double Gal Blast? Probably. Everybody has the same play style now. They hoard these until like the end. Ancient Den. I like their lands. I love the new Ancient Den. I've got those too. I love them. So it's funny when you play a deck that has this many Crypt Rats. I mean, you only get 4, but this is a good example of when that matters, right? Really feeling it. Drawing a card. Thanks for bringing those up so fast there, Chimpskey. I'm sure especially newer players really appreciate that. They're like, what are they talking about? And then it just shows up. Much thanks. All right. Here we go, hard casting this just to try to stay alive. I don't think it'll work. Very... This is just a shoddy play here. That's all we got. This is really confusing me. Does this work? This will say a lot. It worked? Wow. Okay. I guess we play this out. There's not much else we can do here. I'll block and kill one of those things. The vault is my baby. Even though we're not going to play pickleball this weekend in the mountains, I'm going to bring my racket. My wife's and you do this thing called fast hands. You stand about 5 feet apart, just rapid fire. You're not trying to hit winners off beat ball. You're just trying to get your consistency and your coordination down where you just keep firing it right at the chest. And sometimes you can get a couple hundred in without missing if you're both app players. It's pretty sweet. Woo! Dankweed Duck. Man, it's been ages since I saw you. Ditto. We are as consistent as a sunrise here at Propaganda. I usually let everybody know on our community tab, but now it says posts, which makes a lot more sense. But I was a little like flustered when the change happened. I didn't get an email or any warning. So I was like, what? Did they get rid of that? Because not everybody gets a community tab. Killing my stuff. I'm going to beat you to it. Watch this. Sucker. Whoosh. I'll gain 3 life. Draw 2 cards. Do the thing. We have lost. 2, 4, 6. Zap. We're dead. Apologies, everybody. That was a very lackluster. I had a lot of fun, actually, but the frustration of the feed in those beginning ones, I'm sure, wasn't all that great. So they can't all be great, I guess. Boop. I'm going to call it for the day because I've got to get ready to go. Let me go over the list here again here. We technically only played 2 real games. We lost a close one at time, but that I think we could have, no offense, Grogbear, I think your deck's awesome. I think this one was kind of tailor-made to beat it if our laggy time thingy didn't happen. But hey, that's magic. This is where I'll leave in the list right now. Like I said, it drew really clunky today. It usually screams along, and you power out bone pickers pretty damn fast and such. A little critique towards myself. Maybe I could make room for a few more 1-drops. I would love a secondary, like an 8th Ghast, like something that, you know, it dies, kills something, and then promotes mana, because you can keep a lot of one-landers because of Village Rites and Corrupted Conviction with the early Ghast and such like that. So, but yeah, we'll be back next week. I can almost promise we fixed the audio. We just fixed the video, and next week we'll fix the deck, courtesy of Grogberg. So thanks for joining me, everybody. I'll be back just in time for Pauper Classic Tuesday. Do yourself a favor, if you've got the time, go check it out. Real easy to make an account. Go to gathering.com, and ESO's there. ESO's the man with the plan. I hate when I do those lazy tropes. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go out here, and we'll see you all in a bit. Go out with some parlance. Adios, everybody.